Hello, hello. Happy Friday. And boy, is it a beautiful Friday. Before I start the main point of this video, whatever you do, make sure you get out and try to enjoy this nice weather if you can. Don't stay too long in the sun because too long in the sun isn't good for you, but have a little sun, stay in the shade, but go for a walk. Enjoy this nice weather. It's just a crime to stay in the house when it's so nice out, you know? So today's video, I wanted to make a video about toxic relationships. I'm trying to help a friend of mine get out of one, but it's their journey to get out of. And I'm just like a lifeline trying to give tips, but I can only give feedback so much, but it's their show. Whatever is going to happen, they decide what happens and what doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So, and this channel is about being logical and being rational. And a lot of times in toxic relationships or narcissistic relationships or whatever, bad relationships, you can easily lose sense of being rational and being logical. Being logical is to just shut it down, walk away, use time to heal and to, look out for yourself, But those words are easy to say, harder to do, harder to live by. You know what I'm saying? I come from a pedigree of my mom who doesn't kiss ass and likes to be respected. That's my mom, basically. And my dad was somebody who was Mr. Personality, and he handles stress very well. If he didn't want to talk about something, a stressful question or anything stressful coming his way, he just didn't. He just skirted all around it. You know what I'm saying? So, he was kind of built for tough for this crazy life that we live in. So coming from my mom and my dad, I I got that DNA of if I'm in a bad negative situation or relationship, I can relatively easy get out of it. Don't get me wrong, when I was younger, I was trampled on. I was treated like crap because I'm the nice guy, right? So I was treated like crap, and and I was treated like crap enough times where I was like, I don't like how this feels. And then my mom surfaced, whatever my mom brought to the table in me surfaced, and then whatever my dad surfaced, and then it was easy for me to just like do my own thing. Sometimes doing your own thing is like the best, happiest path, and people might join you on that, and people might not, but it doesn't matter as long as you're doing something that is happy for you. That's what is important. But that takes kind of like practice. But it's easy to do but it's not easy to do for a lot of other people that don't come from a mom or a dad that, says no to negative relationships in an easy way, you know? Um, not coming from a mom or dad that, or had showed examples of breaking away from negative relationships, those people's journey in getting out of those negative type of relationships is even harder, because you didn't have examples. You don't come from that kind of DNA. So it would take a lot of practice. It would take a lot of maybe some therapy. It would take a lot of self-reflection on looking yourself in the mirror, on, doing best practices to get out of negative relationships or negative situations. You know what I mean? Because it's not easy for everybody. We don't all come from an assembly line and we're all the same. All of us are different. We were raised differently. How we deal with things are different. But the simplest way to get out of negative situations is to practice the good steps, practice good behaviors, like looking out for yourself, doing things that make you happy, surrounding yourself with positive people, and just like enjoying like a day like today, enjoying nature, doing things that make you happy, that make you forget about that kind of stuff. Those are some tips on how to break free from, negative, toxic relationships. Because life is so short and life is so much more than this negative person that's really giving you a hard time. You know what I'm saying? Life is so much more beautiful than this negative situation that you're in. So don't let it soak up everything. Life is way more than that, So leave, block them, do whatever you need to do, but like try to look out for yourself, because in some cases, all you have is yourself, in these negative situations. And when you're alone in this negative, toxic relationship, what are you gonna do? You fail one day. Are you gonna get back up and be better the next day? You know what I'm saying? It's a practice type of thing. And it teaches you a lot about yourself. Hopefully you can evolve to be stronger. If the relationship doesn't destroy you, hopefully you can evolve and be stronger. And, just take it one day at a time. Just take it one day at a time. But be logical and rational and take it one day at a time, one step at a time, doing positive things. You should be okay. You should be okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to make a video about that today. But enjoy the weather, enjoy this nice weekend, this holiday weekend that's coming up. And try not to let anybody take away your joy. Joy is very contagious and it makes other people happy. If you have it and you smile at somebody, you can make their day just by smiling, or waving, or giving something positive to somebody else, and then hopefully that spreads, and then it can impact others like a ripple effect, and make other people's days happier. So try not to let anybody take away your joy, because in the end, all you have is yourselves. If you have other people to help you or in your corner, even better. But sometimes for some people, it's only you. And the question is, what are you going to do for you? You know what I mean? So that's all I had. I like making videos on stuff that matter, stuff that, we can easily make our lives so chaotic and so whatever. But life can be super simple. I think we add a lot of emotion, a lot of crap, a lot of stress, when a lot of times we don't have to do that. So I like making videos that matter, things that are useful, things that help you have a better day, have a better life, change your path on thinking differently. I like making videos that matter, things that people can use and incorporate in their lives, like saying no to people that they should be saying no to, and saying yes to you, Now, I don't think enough people say yes to themselves, but I'm just trying to share. But have a good weekend and have a good Friday. Enjoy the weather. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.